Some banks are more than just a safe place to invest hard-earned money. In choosing the right bank, consumers can increase wealth, financial knowledge, and improve their overall trajectory to economic empowerment.
Selecting the right bank is important to building wealth because the right institution will genuinely care about your financial well-being. Trusting your bank to safeguard your assets is crucial for long-term growth and peace of mind. Whether it's digital or in person, how do you feel about the institution? Money is very personal. Ensure they offer products and services that align with your personal goals and are truly interested in building a relationship with you. Will they be there when things don't go as expected? You'll want to ask yourself, how has your bank impacted the community in which you reside? How does your money get invested? Is it locally or nationally? In order to find out, visit your bank's website to view annual reports, impact statements, and other areas for evidence of their volunteer efforts of community reinvestment. A good banking partner should seek to understand their customer base and offer personalized financial guidance to each customer, no matter the customer's stage in life. Your banking partner should promote financial education, literacy, and foster long-term relationships built on trust and transparency.
Banking can create a path to building wealth and economic freedom. Understanding the need for everyone to have access to quality banking, minority depository institutions, or MDIs, emerged.
A minority depository institution, or an MDI, is a designation given to a special group of banks by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, or the FDIC, which are community banks that are owned by Asian, Hispanic, African American, or Native American investors, or they are led by such individuals and serve predominantly minority communities. These banks also serve anyone who might feel like just a number in the big bank system. And urban or rural, these institutions have a mission of serving and building communities. FDIC research showed that between 6 and 7 in 10 customers of African American MDIs are Black, while comparable community banks that are not MDIs serve less than 1 in 10 African Americans. Other research shows that African Americans are declined for mortgage loans at higher rates than whites, and Black and brown people often pay more for mortgages even under similar conditions. So yes, MDIs are still needed to provide underinvested communities with fair access to banking services at fair rates, especially when it comes to lending. MDIs are the lifeblood of their communities, and in some instances, there are no other banks serving these communities. When an MDI lends to individuals and businesses in these communities, the individuals thrive, businesses thrive, jobs are created, and families can go from renters to owners.
In Washington, D.C., a Black-owned bank leads its customers into financial prosperity. Industrial Bank, a Black-owned community bank, stands as a pillar for every community it operates in, assisting their customers to wealth through services, programs, and education. Industrial Bank is helping to sustain and create generational wealth for its community, for credit in our community, and Industrial Bank was formed to fill that void.
In the 1930s in Washington, D.C., the middle-class Black professionals whose services were in demand and the working class that worked for the federal government did well. But working-class African Americans that didn't work for the government saw unemployment of nearly 50%. And the city remained quite segregated. In 1934, Blacks could deposit money in majority banks, but could not borrow from those same banks. In Washington, D.C., there was no Black-owned bank in our community after 1933 because the Great Depression caused many banks to close. Credit is essential to building wealth, and Blacks needed a bank that would lend money to buy cars, homes, or start or expand a business. Industrial Bank was formed to fill that demand for credit in our communities. Industrial Bank has loaned money to generations of people to purchase their first car, their first home, send their first child to college, or start their first business. Opportunities many people would have never had if it were not for Industrial Bank. Industrial Bank was the place where parents and grandparents saved for the future. This is where they taught their young children and grandchildren how to open savings accounts and how to practice regular and consistent saving. Industrial Bank focused on making homeowners out of renters. As we approach 90 years in business, we still take pride in creating new homeowners. We take meticulous care of our customers' needs and protect them from fraud and financial abuse.
Since its creation, Industrial Bank has reshaped the lives of thousands of individuals and families in its community. Through its financial literacy programs and accessible home financing services, Industrial Bank has helped 3 generations of families grow wealth.
In the early 2000s, our president realized that there was a void of information in our communities. This barrier actually prevented us from making higher level, more strategic decisions when it came to finances, critical for generating wealth and transferring it from one generation to another. Several of us were charged with creating a financial literacy series. We talked about everything from basic banking, the importance of savings, home ownership, understanding and managing credit. This series actually began with churches, nonprofits, and schools, but then in 2016, we actually found ourselves inside of a Baltimore jail teaching youth charged as adults. Many individuals that have gone through our financial literacy series are back in society, several thriving entrepreneurs. We have witnessed firsthand the impact that our financial literacy series has had on individuals that were previously incarcerated.
Throughout the years, Industrial Bank has made a significant difference in the lives of our customers. Educating and empowering Black communities is our legacy. We are committed to keeping that legacy alive by continuing our financial empowerment programs, developing even stronger relationships with our customers through relevant and competitive products and services, and continuing to invest in underserved communities through viable loan programs, education, and community service.
For more information, visit www.industrial-bank.com and follow us on social media.